According to Albert S. George, research is to see what everybody else has seen and to think what nobody else has thought. A wonderful day is ahead of us. The father of the division of Llano del Norte, Sir Edelberto L. Opinaria, our Assistant School Division Superintendent, Ma'am Rosemary T. Cesar, SDOD Chief, Ma'am Maria Carmila Ablin, SERS in Research, Sir Bridget Avalorio, Division EPS, Supervisors, co-presenters, good morning to all of us. I am Jubilin A. Dayondon with my co-researchers, Emilia Singito and Mary Christie SC. Would like to present a research entitled Improving Pupils' Understanding in Fractions through Contextualized Learning Materials, which enables learners to comprehend fraction in a facile way.
Pupils learned mathematics through the experiences the teachers provide. Thus, pupils' understanding of mathematics, their ability to use it to solve problems, and their confidence in and disposition towards mathematics are all shaped by the teacher encountered in school. The improvement of mathematics education for all pupils requires effective mathematics teaching in all classrooms. Moreover, it is fairly well accepted that teachers need pedagogical content knowledge to teach effectively. This is according to Dixon et al. Of 2014. Competency with fractions promote learning and more advanced mathematical ideas. Moreover, fractions performance of elementary school pupils predicts their mathematical performance, controlling for intellectual abilities, reading performance, and family income and education, working memory, and arithmetic knowledge of whole numbers. However, fractions have been a challenge to all pupils with and without disabilities. Pupils who are struggling to learn mathematics, such as low achievers in learning mathematics or pupils with mathematical learning disabilities or MLD, have even more difficulties in learning fractions. This is according to Lee of 2018. According to Ms. Kita, struggling pupils tend to use inferior strategies for problem solving, involving fractions compared to their peers. Teachers must know essential fractions, concepts, and skills, as well as evidence-based practices for teaching fractions to pupils with mathematics difficulties. This is according to Lee of 2018. Difficulty in understanding fractions among pupils has always been a problem encountered by the mathematics teachers in Tubod Central Elementary School. According to the mathematics teachers, only 14 out of 38 pupils passed the test that covers the entire competencies involving fractions, such as formative test and summative test. To address this problem, the researchers employed contextualized learning materials among their pupils to integrate the real-life situations inside the classroom. Contextualized learning is an examination of a holistic approach to education. This is according to Johnson of 2002. Contextualized learning is a conception of learning that helps pupils relate their lessons to the real-world situation and motivates them to make connections between knowledge and its application to their lives. This is according to Burns and Erickson of 2001. Contextualized teaching materials serves as the twin purposes of showing how mathematics is used to solve real problems and motivate pupils to solve the problem and provide pupils with the opportunity to make decisions about strategies in solving tasks. Therefore, intervention is high priority to improve fraction instruction and enhance at-risk learners' performance on fraction. This is according to Fox et al. Of 2016. It is difficult for the student to comprehend in teaching fraction. So teachers must use borrowed effective strategies to use in the classroom. This is according to Neisser, Wright, and Capraro of 2004. To solve this problem, one of the effective strategies to use is contextualization of the learning materials. Through contextualized materials, the learners can clear out misconceptions, provides understanding both receptive and expressive, gain insight and give concrete representation, and abstract understanding. So this is from Alsop et al. Of 2008.
These are the research questions. 1. What is the proper understanding in fraction before and after exposing them to contextualized learning materials? 2. Is there a significant difference between pupils' pre-test and post-test scores in terms of their understanding in fraction after using contextualized learning materials? Scope and limitation. This research was conducted in Tubod Central Elementary School to determine the effect of using contextualized learning materials to the understanding of grade 5 pupils in the school year 2019-2020, specifically in adding fraction. The study involved 38 pupils from Section Tulips as participants of the study. A quasi-experimental one-group pre-test, post-test research design was used to gather data and answer the research questions.
The participants of this study were 38 pupils of grade 5 tulips. The researchers used the adding fraction test questionnaire, AFTQ in mathematics, in this study. This was composed of 10 multiple choice items on the topic of adding fraction. The AFTQ was validated by the experts and pilot tested involving 104 pupils from grade 5 cherry blossoms, carnation, and daffodil. After the pilot testing, reliability of the instrument was computed during KR20. More so, pupils' scores in AFTQ will be interpreted as follows. Interval 8 to 10, interpretation very satisfactory. 6 to 7.9, satisfactory. 4 to 5.9, fair. 2 to 3.9, poor. 0 to 1.9, very poor. In this study, the teacher concerned was the process owner was oriented on the concepts and processes on using contextualized learning materials in teaching mathematics, particularly in adding fractions. Before exposing the pupils to the use of contextualized learning materials in their learning activities, the pupils were given pre-test using the aforementioned adding fraction test questionnaire, AFTQ in mathematics. After which, the intervention was employed and post-test followed. Moreover, to answer the research question, the data underwent statistical treatment. On the case of the teaching using contextualized learning materials, the teacher used localized materials, particularly buko pie, cardboards, cut-out boxes, rectangular shape, and manipulative materials. The researcher let the participants use buko pie, cut-out boxes, rectangular shape, and manipulative materials to show fractions. With this, the participants counted the number of equal parts of 3 layers of buko pie were sliced. After which, The participants were able to find the sum of the fraction presented. After this, the teacher gave the participants different equations involving addition of fractions, and they were tasked to find the sum using the contextualized materials they had. From the activity of using the contextualized learning materials, they were able to generalize the process in finding the sum of the fraction given. The data gathering procedure was done on November 2019. Moreover, proper code of conduct was observed in the collection of data. This was done by letting the participants sign an informed consent stating the purpose of the study, and their participation was voluntary. They were briefed that they were free to back out anytime they wanted. More so, parental consent was given to their parents, indicating the important conditions and guidelines in the conduct of the study. A letter of intent was also sent to the school principal asking permission for the conduct of the study. After this, the letter was endorsed to the school's division superintendent for approval. As part of data analysis, the data gathered was analyzed using statistical package for social science or SPSS version 220.0. The following were the treatment made for the data. Arithmetic mean. The overall level of pupils' understanding in fraction was computed using the arithmetic mean. This was done by adding the scores of the pupils divided the sum of the total number of pupils that comprised the group. Paired t-test. This was used to determine the significant difference between pre-test and post-test scores of the pupils who was exposed to the use of contextualized learning materials.
These are the results. Problem number 1. What is the pupil's understanding in fraction before and after exposing them to contextualized learning materials? Table 1 shows the pre-test and post-test results of the learners before and after exposing them to contextualized materials. The weighted mean obtained was 2.32, described as poor, with a standard deviation of 1.21 in pre-test. However, in post-test, the weighted mean obtained was 6.37, described as satisfactory, with the standard deviation of 1.87. Contextualization is one of the keys of engaging the students in teaching-learning process, wherein the students can relate their situations in their lesson. It makes the lesson meaningful and relevant to the students' lives by relating the students' context to mathematical content taught in school. Context-based instruction would signify practices relating to real-life experiences, situations, and activities which give meaning to the mathematics lesson. It takes place when the materials and methods in instruction were linked to the experiences and environment of the students, according to Jordan, Miller, and Mercer of 1998. Using local materials and information in teaching help the students to fully understand the mathematical concepts. Moreover, contextualizing instruction connects with students in dynamic utilization of their logical understanding. Contextualized teaching is by connecting real-life context to the culture of the learners, according to spring of 2010.
For problem number 2, is there a significant difference between pupils' pre-test and post-test scores in terms of their understanding in fraction after using contextualized learning materials? In Table 2 shows the relationship between the pre-test and the post-test results in terms of understanding fractions after engaging pupils to contextualized learning materials. The data indicated that contextualized learning had significant relationship as indicated in p-value equals zero thousandths. The mean results that contextualized learning materials done by the teacher led the pupils understanding in adding fractions. Contextualization fostered the development of students' mathematical understanding, and the teachers have to help students understand mathematical ideas. Greatest gain on mathematical understanding, thinking, and reasoning. Hence, teachers provide opportunities to students to make sense of operations with numbers. Through contextualized tasks, help students gain both confidence and competence in doing mathematics. This is according to Barrera Mura and Reyes Rodriguez of 2019. Contextualized tasks serves the twin purposes of showing how mathematics is used to solve real problems and motivating pupils to solve the task. It provides pupils with opportunity to make decisions about strategies in solving tasks. This is according to Clark and Roach of 2018.
This study showed that the use of contextualized learning materials is an effective strategy in improving the pupils' mathematical skills over the traditional classroom instruction. Pupils were able to picture out the idea presented by the teacher. Using the manipulative on adding fractions, pupils were motivated well to listen, participate, give insights, and contextualize the lesson presented. Pupils enjoyed a lot and appreciated the materials that they manipulated. Each of them participated during the group activity and were able to give the correct answer. This is because the teaching process connects lesson directly to the concrete application that was appealing to the pupils' interest. This is according to Kirin 2011. Thus, teachers should use activities, events, issues, or real materials to meet the needs of the pupils. It is evident in this study that the contextualization of the learning materials help develop and capture the underlying challenges and processes of pupils' math learning in context. This is according to Parker, Travick, and Cornick in 2018. Through this process, pupils can relate their lives the topic discussed in math class wherein sense of belongingness felt with cost engagement in schoolwork. It is just like learning while having fun. Using the context of pupils' life makes the lesson relevant and meaningful on the eyes of the pupils. This is according to Spring 2010. Contextualization of the learning materials provide a natural context for instruction on complex mathematical skills. It is one way to meet multiple priorities of pupils within academic instruction. This is according to Ruth et al. 2018. Context-based instruction would signify practices relating to real-life experiences, situation, and activities which gives meaning to the mathematics lesson. It takes place when the materials and method in instruction were linked to the experience and environment of the students. This is according to Jordan, Miller, and Mercer, 1998.
Based on the findings and conclusions of the study, it is recommended that 1. Academic heads give training on contextualized learning strategy in mathematics to classroom teachers and urge to use such to develop the understanding and fraction of grade level pupils in their mathematics lessons. 2. After the training, monitoring should be done to determine the effectiveness of the strategy adopted by the teachers and identify its effect in varied local settings. Third, classroom teachers may engage their pupils in high-order thinking skills through the use of well-formulated questions so that the pupils become exposed to answering questions. And four, if Future researchers may determine specific strategies in teaching mathematics that are effective for grade school learners.
Anticipating that all of you have understood the presentation that we have today, may this research can give ideas to all the mathematics teachers and mentors out there. Keep safe, everyone, and to God be the glory.